views expressed in this podcast are for entertainment purposes only and do not reflect any affiliated organizations. Listener discretion is advised.
Let's go. Episode 15, boys and girls.
16. Come on,
16,
man.
bro. 16.
Come on.
No way.
Damn.
Come on.
Damn.
Did something
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 15 of No Safe Words.
16.
Unreal. No, this is... No, I'm going to call...
No, it's 100% 16. Look at YouTube.
Yeah, 100%.
Then something wasn't updated to Apple?
No, it's all up to date on
Oh,
Apple.
dang. It didn't get up on Apple.
Okay.
You're probably right.
Thank you.
Because it takes forever for it to freaking...
You looked at
publish it.
one of the 6 different places. Well, one of the 3 different places.
You said you didn't even look on Apple. You don't even listen on Apple.
I listen to Apple all the time.
I don't listen on Apple. I don't use Apple. I listen to the YouTube. I watch all the YouTubes.
I watch the YouTubes too.
I watch the YouTubes
I watch
too.
the YouTubes from my
Your car?
I don't know why it's not counting for one of you, because I watched on 2 of my accounts, and
It's probably
it
not
only
counting
has
for your second account.
6 hours watched. No, I see it go up for my second account.
I mean, I watched the whole episode yesterday. So
Oh, maybe. Well, I haven't looked since yesterday, so.
anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Episode 16, No Safe Words.
Let's go. All right. I have an apology because I've been waiting for this Canelo Álvarez fight, and then we were talking about Canelo all last week, and yeah, I just completely had a mind fart.
It's published. Episode 15.
Now it's live. We're good. We're all good.
Now we know this is episode 16.
Now for real, it's episode 16. It wasn't episode 16 until now. Yeah, I want to go with Crawford. He's moving up 2 weight classes though.
Yeah, but in boxing, 2 weight classes like 4 pounds.
True.
How many weight classes are there in boxing? 50?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
So,
all right, maybe it's 6 pounds. Maybe it's 6 pounds. Okay.
But all right. So somebody that is a normal weight of, let's just say, 200, right, and then cuts weight to get to 190, is a lot different than somebody who is normally 185 and is moving up to 190. There's a difference there, isn't there?
I mean, I think you can put 5 pounds of muscle on in like 8 weeks.
Yeah, but the advantage goes to the person who's cutting because they walk around at that weight, so their speed and their agility and everything is based off of that weight.
Absolutely, yeah. Somebody who's like sticking at a weight. But all boxers cut weight to get to their normal fight weight.
Yeah, but if we're talking about a guy going up in weight classes, then
yeah,
more of a disadvantage. But this is where the raw skill comes into play.
There are 17 weight classes.
Wow.
It looks like there's about 8 to 9 pounds in between most of them. So 2, that's a lot of weight. 16, 18 pounds.
Yeah.
Woo!
Crawford, I saw a picture of Crawford. He looks ripped. Absolutely.
He's the one going up?
Yeah.
Wow.
He looks absolutely shredded.
Problem is he tall enough to be in that weight? What weight class are they fighting at?
He's like, they're almost the same height.
I think. What'd you say?
They're almost the same height, at least from what it looks like with some of the pictures I'm seeing.
So he's normally a super welterweight, and he's.
Oh, wait a second. Hold on. I'm wrong. Crawford is taller. Wait, he's got a large. No, 5'8". 5'8". Sorry, they're the same height. Crawford has a longer reach.
Okay.
4-inch greater reach.
So I imagine in his normal weight class, he probably has some height and length advantage.
He does.
But now he's not gonna have that. But I mean, how long's Canelo been fighting, bro? I mean,
well, Crawford's older.
Really?
Yeah.
Crawford's 37.
Is this like a Legends fight, or is
Canelo's
this like
34?
Is this like a legit 34?
This is a legit fight, dude. People still fight in their 30s. Like,
holy,
yo, 30.
holy.
That's your prime, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Usually in the 30s, they start getting knocked the fuck out.
Well, I mean, people who have been knocked out are more susceptible to be knocked
Well,
out.
yeah,
Sure,
that's
but
yeah.
Has Canelo
Well,
ever been knocked out?
I don't think so. I mean, Canelo's taken losses, right? Obviously, but like because he fought Mayweather and Mayweather beat him.
That was BS though.
You hate Mayweather.
100%.
everyone
Such a
hates Mayweather.
Coward fighter. I mean, he's smart. He's defensive. Just not fun to watch.
Canelo Álvarez has never been knocked out in his professional boxing career.
He's been knocked down though.
And what about Bud?
His only official loss has ever been Floyd Mayweather.
Which shouldn't even count as an official loss.
It was an official fight.
He has a decision loss, one decision loss. That's it.
Which
And that
was
was
Mayweather.
No. Split decision. Dimitri Bivol.
Oh.
Bivol. Yeah, Bivol's. That people were upset that
At light heavyweight.
There's a lot of fights taking place tomorrow or the 13th. There's 10 fights. It's on Netflix, so it'll be interesting to see what happens there. But the couple that are going to be standouts are the co-main, which is the Walsh versus Fernando Vargas Jr. fight. That's 10 rounds, and then
this is the thing I love. I'll talk about it. You go ahead. Keep going.
and then Mobility versus Lester Martinez at 12 rounds. Those are the two big standouts from tomorrow's card or next weekend's card. But overall, I'm definitely going to be tuning in and watching the fight. It just sucks because there's also a UFC fight the same night, but you know how that goes. What are you going to talk about?
So they're both. Go ahead, Mohammed.
There's 2 fights tonight.
Wow.
I mean, the UFC fight already happened. If you're talking about
Not
that.
UFC. Boxing matches.
Oh,
There's
yeah?
two boxing matches tonight.
The UFC fight, Paris took a clean sweep. It was in Paris, and the main event, the underdog won. It was minor underdog, but
It was at 3 p.m. It started in Paris. Okay, yeah, so 6 hours behind, so 9
yeah,
p.m.
it was 9 a.m.,
Okay.
9 p.m.
Yeah, well, before you get into the fights that happened today, the thing that I love, this is what I talked about last week about boxing. These are the titles that are on the line. WBA Super, WBC, IBF, WBO, The Ring, and TBRB, Undisputed Super Middleweight titles. 5 freaking titles. 5 belts are on the line. This is ridiculous. Why? What are we doing? And
Well-
this is actually the inaugural event under Dana White's Zuffa Boxing, which is in partnership with TKO and Sella, which
Never heard of
has
that, Zuffa.
backing from Turkey, Al Sheikh. I don't even know what that is. But just to bring this up even more, Canelo is 63-2-2. Terence Crawford is undefeated. Terence Crawford, this will be, if he wins next week, this weekend coming up, this will be the first ever 3-division undisputed champion.
Wow.
So he will hold belts in 3 divisions. And out of his 41 wins, 31 of them have been knockouts. 75% effectively.
Here's the thing, though. Canelo's got almost twice as many fights and wins.
Yeah, he's got 63 wins, and him himself has gotten 39 knockouts. So it's going to be a banger.
I didn't know Dana started this venture with boxing, which is interesting to me.
I mean,
Zuffa.
I hope he unifies it.
It's just confusing to me because we have a UFC fight the same night. Now, the UFC fight thing starts earlier. starts at 6. I don't know when these fights start. I'm assuming 8. So I'm assuming the main event
The
of
ring walks are expected around 11 p.m.
for the main event.
for the main card. Coverage starts at 3:30.
Yeah, because there's 10 fights.
Yeah.
Um,
And boxing fights are long.
yeah, especially when there's no knockouts. So I'm assuming this is our if this starts at 6, the UFC fight will last what? Let's just call it 4 hours. The UFC main event will be done before the main event of the boxing match. So I guess
Depending on how the fights go.
Yeah, but I mean, they'll add more filler time in between because if they're expecting the Canelo fight to be starting, the ring walks to start at 11, it won't necessarily be before 11. They'll still try to tailor it to that. So a lot of people will be talking in between. You have 9 straight knockouts, right? There's going to be a lot of filler time.
Be a lot of talking.
I think I've
A lot
seen this
of
guy
talking.
Who?
fight. Terence Crawford
A lot of impromptu
We have seen him
interviews.
fight.
in Reading.
I thought no, you're right. We saw him in Reading.
Well, that was him in Reading?
I'm almost certain that we saw him in Reading.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
That's going to be a good fight, though.
That was the main event that we saw in Reading.
Yeah. That was like years ago.
Yes, when
Holy
he was
moly.
like just started.
It was just up and coming.
Man, you guys are old.
We are old.
It must have been like his 25th fight or something.
I'm gonna say that was probably
That's the last time I watched boxing live
when.
in Reading.
But do you know roughly when? I mean, you were still living in Philly.
I don't know.
I know that for sure.
Yeah.
And
It had to have been like 2017.
we went
or
with
something.
Billy.
Yeah, Bill
Yeah,
Pounds.
Yeah.
That's right.
I think I drove.
You might have.
Yeah, I drove, and I had the Subaru.
So then I was helping out on his campaign. That means that was 2018 or 2016.
I'm going to say
8 or 9 years
Oh,
ago.
No, it's
Or
probably
7 or 8
2017.
years ago.
so. Yeah, no. All in all, I'm looking forward to it. This should be a big event for boxing. Let's see what the undercards do. It just, I feel like there needs to be a bigger draw. There needs to be better cards. All in all, really looking forward to it. I'm gonna say Crawford. That's who I'm gonna
I'm
go
going
with.
Canelo.
I'm going Canelo.
All right, we'll see what it looks like. What is do we have odds?
Yeah. I think I saw that Crawford's the underdog. Yeah. Canelo's
Crawford's the
favorite
underdog.
with negative 180 to negative 205. Crawford is plus 140 to plus 150.
Plus 140. Put a couple shillings on that guy.
I
But
wouldn't.
you're saying you don't know?
I wouldn't.
I'm done boxing. I'm done betting on fights.
Oh, I'm not
You're
betting.
done betting on fights? You said a couple
yeah.
schmeckles.
I said just throw a couple shillings on that guy, but that doesn't mean I'm going to do it. I'm telling the people.
Oh.
Telling the
This
people.
is not betting advice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alcohol
We're not
Anonymous
professionals.
or whatever
Go-
that is.
Go Gamblers Anonymous.
Yeah, Alcohol Anonymous, whatever that is. Call them.
Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
So let's hear it. Your take on Caught Stealing, because I know you went to go see Caught Stealing. So now both of you've seen Caught Stealing. I'm the only one here who hasn't seen Caught Stealing.
Did
so.
you watch it with Farrah? Oh, you went by yourself? Nice. Go ahead. What's your take? Oh.
I thought it was fucked up that she died. And I
Yo.
also thought
Yo, come on, dude. Are we serious? We're not. Yo, come.
He
No.
just said no spoilers.
he
You're
did.
not serious, right?
It's okay because you're not going to know when it happens anyway. So, yeah,
All right.
I completely.
Look, it happens early.
Okay.
You'll be fine.
Okay.
It
Yeah,
doesn't
you'll be
take
fine.
away from the story.
Okay.
Either all right. So what I meant to say by that was it was a plot twist. All right, it was like unexpected plot twist. I completely didn't hear you say no spoilers. Sorry, my bad.
It's all right. I did. Even if I didn't say no spoilers, I did say I was gonna see the movie. And
hey, listen, man,
anyway.
you had 2 weeks to see it. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, yeah, it's too late for you.
Fair.
You had 2 weeks to hear it. There's to see it. There's so many spoilers online. There's me, whatever. Anyway, I won't give too many more spoilers or anything. Right. It was interesting. It was cool. Like Scottie said, fun movie to go see. Cool to watch. I mean, I don't. It's like a lot of things happened. They just had to happen exactly how they happened for the movie to play out the way it did. And there were a couple twists.
I'm getting sick of that take. That take has to stop. It's a movie. It's a movie.
And like, that's my take.
There's things in life that it has to happen exactly. Like,
but what I'm saying is, if I win
the lottery, I have to be in that spot to buy that ticket and not share it with you two guys because you guys don't share.
Yes.
You guys don't split it 50-50.
We don't share.
But what I'm saying is just like, it's all just so convenient. It's like, make it not be, it doesn't have to play out that way, right? You can have movies where it doesn't play out like exactly like that. There could be more twists to how stuff happens and not so much just.
There were a lot of twists.
There were a lot of twists.
There were a lot of twists.
And it was good, but it's at the same time, it's kind of like, I don't know. I guess I have a high bar, I guess.
I mean, the whole movie is about like this guy being in the wrong place at the wrong time when some random event happens that like causes all of these, like that's the whole movie.
Yeah.
And you don't like that.
No, I do like that. What I'm saying is
it's bad. This is bad.
I didn't say it was bad. I said it was a good, fun movie to watch. I wouldn't pay to see it again. I would watch it again if it was free on TV.
Okay. So
I mean, watch it again. Watch it again is a good rating, I think. I mean, that's got to be what, like
I didn't say it was bad. I'm just saying like
an 8?
I'd say probably like a 7, 7.5.
You would watch a 7 again? I don't know.
Yeah, of course. What do you mean?
Why wouldn't you watch a 7 again?
I don't know. I mean, there's just too many 8s, 9s, and 10s to be watching 7s again. You know?
But all right.
Like, I'm definitely going to watch Highest to Lowest again.
I'm watching it right now. Well, not actively right now because we're doing this.
I'm like, all right, that's nice.
Wow, okay.
I was watching it.
We should talk about something else first.
I was watching it right before we started this because it's on Apple TV now.
Yeah, where are you in the?
I have 38 minutes and change left. So it's right when he gets to the recording, right when he gets past the dog.
Okay, all right.
So who's your favorite character in Caught Stealing?
In Caught Stealing? Ooh. Oh, that's hard. In Caught Stealing.
Oh, you still haven't seen it.
No, I haven't seen it.
You need to go see it.
I'm going to see it.
You better, before it gets out of theaters, you better see it.
I'm going to see it this week. Yeah. I'll see it this week.
I hope it doesn't. I don't know if it's doing well or not.
I mean, it's still in theaters, so I would think it's doing okay.
Yeah, Nobody 2 is already out, so it has to be doing better than that.
Yeah, that one flopped apparently. Hey, you didn't see the first one though. You need to see the first one.
I'm gonna watch both of them because I do like what's his name?
I don't know his name either.
What?
And Nobody 2.
Oh, that guy's name is
Better Call Saul.
Every time.
Yeah.
Better Call Saul.
Favorite character? I would probably have to say it's the idiot guy, the king, or not the king, the dude from Game of Thrones, but in the
Matt Smith.
Oh, the punk rocker guy.
Punk rocker.
But when he but only after he gets back from London.
You didn't like him before?
No.
Okay. All right.
What about you?
I really like Lev Schreiber's.
Yeah.
Lev Schreiber's
he did
character.
good.
He's like, I wish there were more movies with him. He's just like funny and witty but like serious and also like, I don't know. Like that whole, like them two together, I forget the Donofrio. Them two together as the Jews, that was so freaking perfect.
It was so good.
They're like, yeah, you stay in the car. And they're like, yeah, we'll handle it. And then they would just like walk into into this place and wreck it. Like, you'll see it.
Yeah.
You
gotta watch it,
really
dude.
A spoiler, but
Yeah, I'm
You gotta
gonna
watch it.
I'm gonna watch it this week. I'm gonna watch. I think I'm gonna watch Conjuring tonight.
I think I'm gonna watch Conjuring tonight too.
Where are you going? IMAX?
Yeah.
I might watch Conjuring tomorrow.
I think it's at 10:15 or something.
I thought 10:30.
Is it 10:30?
Yeah.
That's fine. You don't have to get there until 10:50.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Dude,
know,
I'm
right?
telling you, like,
Oh my god.
intermission should be done. Did we talk about this in the pod? So coming out of whatchamacallit,
Oh yeah, whatchamacallit. It was good. It was a good
highest to
movie.
lowest.
So right now it's
so-
at 12.87 million caught stealing.
Caught stealing, and what was the budget?
Way more than that.
Way more than that?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Oh
sure.
boy, that's not good. So
Oh, I have another take about the other movie. Sorry. One thing I didn't like was there were some
40
scenes that were just like pointless in the beginning of Caught Stealing.
Really?
Pointless.
Like what?
The
scenes?
sex scene, just throw in a sex scene for the sake of throwing in a sex scene.
I mean, you know, Zoe Kravitz is.
I know, but like you're
you have to
throwing in
get
a
your
sex
bang
scene.
for your buck right there. You know,
It has no reference to the movie at all. I'm just sitting there feeling awkward watching this. I'm like, I don't want to watch this.
Okay. You feel awkward watching people have sex?
Like that in a movie by myself? Yeah, I'm in a theater by myself. And I'm just sitting there watching. I'm like, this is cool.
It wasn't that long of a scene.
he was about to Pee Wee Herman it.
It wasn't.
Yo, the
I mean,
theater-
it wasn't a long
Essex-
scene.
It was longer than I wanted it to be. Like I knew it was coming.
Yeah,
obviously.
I guess it kind of had no meaning.
The only meaning.
Speaking
Just to
of
show
sex
the
scenes,
love.
did you finish the show or did you stop the show? Because
I haven't watched any more of it since last time because I've just been too busy.
Fair.
I'm
I thought-
sure there will be
Talking about
a ton of that in there, but I decided to watch highest to lowest just now before when I was having food instead of that other show because it's relevant to what we're doing.
Yeah, no. Highest.
Yeah.
So highest to lowest. You're about. I think it was 2.5 hours long. So you're
I'm
pretty
75% done.
You're pretty much done.
Which scene was the dog scene? I'm trying to remember.
That was when they were walking through when he was going into the studio.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then the dog started barking. So he's right before he enters the studio.
Yeah.
And that's where I paused it. So that's as far as I've
That's
seen.
a good scene. I liked that scene.
I got to that scene and I was like, oh, this is gonna wrap up soon. And then I
Yeah.
was like, oh no, actually.
And for
it's-
follow up,
it's longer. What?
for follow up, I kind of have to side with Scotty on your take about her reaction. Like obviously, it's a scene, it's a movie. If you want to use your stance, it's a movie.
It's
so
a
obviously,
movie,
she's not gonna have
bro.
real
It's a
emotions
movie.
in it being a movie.
Things have to happen to happen.
So yeah, when they find out your son has been taken, and she's like,
Bro, but the scene,
So
like,
wait, who are you
she
siding?
puts the hand on the shoulder and was like, "There's no like, I have some tears, maybe. I don't know.
well, she did after, but at the same time, it's like that's such a small part of the movie.
Yeah,
Like,
to
such a
base her
small
entire performance.
If anything,
on that,
I could have seen you being more pissed off about like the main character and the shit he was like after the fact when the mix up happened. I could see you being more upset about like his character and all the shit he was going through and that as opposed to like her reaction to the kid getting kidnapped.
Listen, like, I was just saying, some of the acting in it felt blah. That's all.
Yeah, for her,
Like,
yeah, she's not a good actress.
I thought.
Aw.
Listen, I thought overall the movie was a good movie. I would watch it again. I enjoyed the movie. I thought the way it was shot was beautiful. I thought the heist scene, that whole scene was pretty elaborate and fun.
The twists and turns and
Yeah.
misdirection and tampons.
The tampons. I do find
Boston
it.
sucks.
I do find it funny though because he had all of these people.
Boston hit the emergency stop.
Boston pulled the emergency brake.
Boston pull the emergency brake.
I do find it funny though because like, all right, it wasn't just him though. There were all of these people in on this heist, and he still has all of the money. He didn't pay any of these people.
I didn't get that far yet.
You got to the tampon scene.
The tampon scene is when the bikes are doing all this stuff.
Okay. I'm sorry. This isn't really spoiling anything for you at all. But like, if us three pull a heist, right, and we get like $2 million, right, you would essentially break each of us off with said portion.
6 something or
so
7,
like
690.
That was to me like, I'm not going to go any further into this. We can talk about it next week after you finish. But like, that to me is like, all right, this doesn't make any sense. Like, how's all the money still?
It's a movie, dude. It's got to be there for the movie to play out. You're done.
It.
That's it. You're done.
No.
You're done.
Yeah, but like, think about this.
That's it. You're done.
Think about this. You have some idea, right? And you're like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna get this guy, right? And then you go to a couple of your friends, and you're like, yo, I need you guys to do some muscle. Like, I need some help. You know, I'll pay you like 10 G's. Okay.
You got to figure the people in those circles are not going to just be honest.
I mean, and then like everything else is him negotiating, right? How do they know? How do they know how much money he's getting out of it? And then they see these Swiss francs and they're like, what the fuck is this? You know what I mean? Like it's in Swiss francs, right? Like, I mean, he's the front man, right? He's taking a majority of the risk. The other guys, they didn't even get caught. They're taking no risk.
I understand that, but like that to me, it just wrapped up the thing in a bow, and I get it. I know what you're gonna say. Well, it's a movie, right? But like,
I'm not gonna say it, but think about it. Your comment countering my stance is literally
because
like
you take that stance a lot where everything plays out in a certain way for this to happen. What I'm talking about is this: like, you are a cop. There's cops going to arrest people. You arrest one person, but there are 15 other people involved in this thing. Like, that to me doesn't make any sense. But
I didn't
whatever.
count 15, but
okay.
well, there was the two guys holding the kid. Then there was at least 6 or 7 guys on bikes.
nah, could have been like 4.
Nah, they
They kept switching off and going
around, and
he's
there
right.
was
I mean,
a friggin' parade happening, and the roads were blocked down.
yeah.
So there's not like you can
They
get
were
around
on scooters on
easily.
sidewalks.
Okay.
and that's why they did the scooters specifically because of the traffic gridlock.
Yeah, I mean, they drove a scooter right into the middle of the freaking Puerto Rican Day Parade.
I know.
So,
But they would. I would assume they would at least need 4 of them.
all right, so 4 bikers, then
2 holders.
the dancing Puerto Rican who caught the bag, and then 2 guys.
Oh, that's right. He
holding-
handed off to another guy that was in playing close. So that's 2 more guys.
And then the guy who pulled the brake. Someone had to pull the brake.
Yeah,
So that's
but
another guy.
That's assuming he didn't come down off the track when they pulled the brake to get onto a scooter.
No way. How? They were in the middle of the. They were in the middle of the over.
This is
He
Magic
has a parachute.
Man.
He has a mini
It's a
parachute.
movie.
He
It's a
grappling
movie.
hook.
It's a movie.
He repelled off the track.
Turn into Batman
There
all
was
of
a
a sudden.
ladder there. There was like a
Spider-Man
safety
at
ladder.
your
Who
service.
knows? I don't
Inspector
know.
Gadget over here.
Remember, there was like a whole like there was like a whole float there. He could have jumped down if the float was high enough.
Okay.
Okay. It's a
All right.
movie, so
Boston pulled the emergency brake.
Listen, I enjoyed it. What are your takes so far on the movie? You liking it?
yeah, it's good.
And I thought
Denzel's such a good actor.
Yeah, he is.
I just
thought
think
Go
the
ahead.
way they made him look, like he just looked fake. He looked so fake.
As a person,
As
or
like how
he had
young,
so much
how
makeup on.
like how young they tried to make him look.
Oh, well,
The hair and everything.
yeah.
fair.
I don't know. I'm upset because like his career is like winding down. I mean, he's in his 70s, so we're not gonna see him as much as we used to see him. And he said he's gonna be very selective about who he works with and the roles he takes in the creation of the film. So,
Well, that means we should get some quality Denzel movies in.
yeah.
So,
Yep.
What was that last movie that he was in? Where he was like, it was like dealing with,
Equalizer 3.
Was that with the Italians overseas? That wasn't? I don't think that was Equalizer 3.
No.
No, there's one where he was dealing with the Italian. Hold on, like the Italian mafia or something.
Equalizer 2 was Italian mafia.
Overseas though, in Italy.
In Italy.
Okay,
there's
so
a third one.
It might have been. It might have been that.
Yeah, I think the third one is like Mexican cartels. Or
I don't think I've watched
Hispanic
any of
cartels.
them.
Really?
No, not that I didn't want to. I just haven't.
They're pretty good.
I mean, I'm gonna watch them. I just haven't.
I mean, I don't know if that's like Denzel's thing though. Like, I don't know. I mean, I was like Denzel being like this badass, like
it was actually Equalizer
guy.
3.
I don't know, but okay.
I mean, Equalizer 3.
So. What's that?
Equalizer 3 took place. It was filmed in the Amalfi Coast, so some of it was filmed in Italy. So Equalizer 3. So you were right. It was 3.
Was that one the Italian one?
So 2 was the Mexicans, 3 was the Italians.
I guess I don't know.
The
Well,
Italians.
3 it might have had Mexicans as well, but it was just in Italy.
Well, I'm sure they had Mexicans in the movie.
But
anyway, he's good.
Anybody else watch anything?
Nope. Not that I could think of.
I got the last. I watched the most recent episode of Foundation, most recent episode of Chief of War, and I've been watching The Handmaid's Tale. The last season of Handmaid's Tale. And I always get shit for watching Handmaid's Tale because everybody's always like, "That's a chick flick." Like that's a.
Are you watching it with Magda?
Yeah, I am watching it with Magda.
So then that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, but I like it myself.
Yeah,
So,
but like,
you know.
would you have just been watching it by yourself if you didn't?
No,
start...
I probably wouldn't. I
Exactly.
mean, the first couple seasons, I was like, yeah, this is definitely for women. But like after that, it appealed to me more. But this is the final season of this series, so
And there's a spinoff, you said, right?
and there will be a spinoff. I think they're going to start filming it beginning of next year, called The Testaments. So, but do you guys know anything about Handmaid's Tale?
Just a little bit from reading the synopsis from the last time you mentioned it.
Yeah. So basically, it's America, and it centers around this one woman who, is like, I think she's in design or marketing or something like that. And she's like a successful like woman, and then like rebellion breaks out. Some super radical Christian group takes over the country, renames it Gilead, which is biblical reference.
Oh.
And then they like rule where like women don't have rights, and like the men run the country, and there's like, if you sin you can die kind of thing. And
so like the good old days.
Yeah, but there's like this
Get in the kitchen.
There's like this crisis like in the world where birth rates are like way down, and like fertility is way down. So like,
kind of like right now.
Not that much, right? There's not like a lack. There's not a lack of fertility causing our. I mean, there is, but it's not as much as, say, just people not wanting to have children or not being able to afford having children.
Okay.
So their way to fix this issue, like, I don't know, I would have more kids. I've got 2, right? But Magda won't have more kids, so
have some more.
Well, that's Magda doesn't want any more.
Magda, more babies.
And then
pushy.
Their solution to this is that they are going to kidnap these fertile women, these women who have had children, and turn them into handmaids, which they'll be sacred vessels to be used by like the elites in the government.
So surrogates
for them to have children.
Oh, they just get pumped.
Surrogates
during
now,
monthly ceremonies.
Takes 9 months.
Said man has a family.
Yeah.
And then each month he gets a different one?
No, the same one until she gets pregnant.
Okay, there we go. Because I was
and then
got
once
it.
they have the kid, then they move to a different house, and
Wow.
then they get a new one.
And the baby stays with the
baby
family.
stays with the family. Yeah, it's like forced surrogatism.
Wow.
Surrogism.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So like that whole part is crazy, but also just like the authoritarian rule is crazy. The fact that this happens to America is crazy, and basically America is like, left with just like Alaska and Hawaii.
Okay.
So.
Two polar opposites.
Yeah.
I started watching season 2 of Wednesday.
Ooh,
Okay.
I did too, but I'm not.
I just watched I only watched the first
You're not a
episode because
fan?
Farah started watching it too, and she only watched the first episode. So I gotta wait, and then we'll watch them together.
I haven't watched season 2, so you can. Why are you not a fan?
It's not as good as season 1. It just, like, I felt so much more captivated. Crazy things were happening, and now it's like, bland.
Are they building it up?
I've only watched the first 2 episodes, so I mean, yeah, they're building a reason, like.
Yeah, give it some time. There's probably connections that still have to unfold, and
Yeah,
there's
but I
probably
just
some
feel
kind
like we were so much more into this. I was so much more into.
So like
this
it's a TV show that is having things happen because it's a TV show.
Hey, I didn't give you crap about.
I'm not giving you crap. I'm just saying that's like, you have to break it down. Like, it's a TV show, then they have to find some way to build whatever they're building. Obviously, the first season is so much better because that was the first of its, like, that was the first iteration. So it was all novelty and it was all new. And now it's like they're trying to find a way to build off of it. So I don't think it's going to be as good as the first one. And that's why going into it, don't have super high expectations.
You lowered your expectations.
Yeah, because most sequels, sequels or second iterations or whatever, they're like often not as good as the first. There are rare occurrences when they are, and then that's like awesome. And then the next one's really great, and it's like, whoa, this is better than the first one. And then that's far and few in between.
I feel like it's gone from like its own Wednesday thing to now I got these like Riverdale vibes about season 2, and I'm like, you lost your like originality.
You lost your way.
Yeah.
So
I can see that. That's
I'll start
understandable.
watching. I'll run through that. But right now, I started watching Alien Earth.
How was it?
Is that on Apple TV?
It's on FX.
FX.
So you should be able to watch it on whatever cable provider you have.
I don't have cable.
You don't have cable?
You can also watch it on Hulu, I think.
Okay.
So
I don't think I have Hulu, but I'll check.
we can figure something out.
Yeah, no, it's all good. I have other things I need to be watching
Steal
anyway.
somebody's account.
So FX has Alien Earth. I watched the first episode and some of the second episode. It's really, really interesting. Like, it's Earth 2150, I want to say, or years 2150.
Okay.
It starts out in a ship, per se, spaceship, and it looks like
Hulu and Disney Plus.
Okay, cool.
that they have the pods, obviously, for like long sleeping, and people are waking up out of the pods. So they're trying to figure things out, and I'm just trying to understand like the premise and where it's going. You figure out one of the people there is a cyborg.
Oh.
So
I mean, there has to be a cyborg.
Right.
It's Alien.
Because they're pretty much when everyone's sleeping, they're tending.
They're running shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
'Cause
every
100-something years,
every
I mean-
Alien movie has cyborg. So
Yeah.
But-
Or the actual ship has like automated control in it that it was like pre-programmed with like an AI thing.
Yeah. Earth is ruled by like certain individuals, and they have their own sections. And the moon is also. I want to watch the first episode again because I gotta understand who all of the people are and
the moon has a base.
But we haven't seen that yet. But like apparently someone owns moon, right? So like they rule moon.
Elon Musk
Yeah, Elon Musk.
or his children.
XAE.
So what you find out from the episode is that you have this one group of people who, I guess he fell in love with Peter Pan and Neverland, and is creating his own Lost Boys. So he's finding people who are really, really sick.
What?
And it starts out with this girl, and what's that actor's name?
Wait, you're still talking about Alien Earth?
Yeah.
So Alien Earth is Peter Pan. Okay.
So the one guy that rules this portion, he is a younger guy that's really, really smart, and
So like Scotty?
I guess he really, really loves Peter Pan.
What?
And
Said like Scotty, a younger guy
Scotty.
who's really smart.
really young guy who's really smart.
Younger than you two.
That's the point. That's what I was getting at.
Ageism.
Oh, you guys getting on me about being young. No, I'm the youngin'. Old men.
So
Boomers.
yeah, millennial. That's all right. The real millennial, not like you guys.
Sorry, not the. You're a boomer millennial.
So
Not you, Mo.
he's taking these sick children and finding a way to transport their brain and minds into a synthetic being.
Oh.
So you have that taking place where that's going on behind the scenes.
So these are hybrid
Yeah.
cyborgs.
Yes. And
What was the name of that lady from Voyager? Like Seven? Was it Seven? Was her name Seven?
I know exactly what you're talking about. I can't think of it.
She was like human and cyborg. What was it?
I don't think I watched Voyager.
What?
No.
7 of 9.
7 of 9. Yes.
6,
7 of 9.
7.
So you got that going on.
Yeah, Alien's really, really good.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on in the show, and you are seeing Alien. You're seeing like the ship is essentially it was out to roam space and I guess do research on species, but instead of doing research, it was capturing species, and the ship was like a zoo of different species. And
Well, that's research on species.
yes, but like they're bringing them back to Earth.
Oh.
So
yeah.
I don't want to give a spoiler, but like episode 1 ends, and like I had to start at episode 2 because I was like, I can't stop like this. I got to find out what's next. You actually see the alien, like old school alien, like
Yeah. Oh,
for
so that's
real,
one of
for
the
real.
species that they captured.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
So, and then episode 2 is bloody. So fun. So far good. I saw a review. I skipped spoilers, but someone said episode 5 is better than any alien movie ever created.
Just one
Really?
episode.
So I'll be interested to see. I like it so far. I'm gonna give it a go. It's got like 95 on as a score, and
IMDb?
7.6 on IMDb. So I'm enjoying it.
On that subject, what are your guys' thoughts on the moon landing and if we've ever been to the moon?
I'm so conflicted about it.
This is one of the most this is the conspiracy theory that you can have me believing.
I mean, there's so much evidence. Also, like, did you see the press conference where Buzz Aldrin was standing next to Trump and he was making all these crazy faces? Like,
No.
oh, dude, you haven't seen? Oh, you gotta watch it.
Okay. Send it to the chat. I'll watch it. Where I land on this is I believe that we went to the moon, and I believe that the videos of the moon were staged.
Okay.
And the reason, and what's your reasoning for feeling that way?
there's a lot on the videos that just, or pictures and things of that nature that seem to be questionable. Like, would the flag just be standing up? The lighting in some of the aspects people were questioning.
Yeah, but was there not a rod on the top?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm fairly certain there was no
Yeah,
rod.
based on how they had it's like it was essentially just in a room in a vacuum. It was like, the idea is it's a vacuum of space, so like there would be no wind or anything, but it wouldn't be like flailing around or whatever, but it was just like straight up like.
Yeah. So
Like here's a follow-up to that, right? Or did you have more you were gonna?
there was an argument that somebody was making that I forget the strip outside of like a certain point of our atmosphere that it's extremely radioactive, and they say that anything going through there would have fried all of their electronics.
Yeah, I forget what it's called.
I
feel like it's Borealis or something.
So I'm like, well, how does a spaceship full of electronics and video equipment are able to get through this and get through? So I don't know. Like, there are questions that I have of it, right? And then the other question I had is, I thought we never had
the Van Allen radiation belt.
Yeah, the Van Allen radiation belt. And then I also had an understanding that up until Elon Musk with SpaceX, we never had a spaceship that could take off, land, and then take off again.
Yeah, we didn't.
Well, how does that work? If you land on the moon, how do you take off again?
Well, it didn't. The part that landed didn't take off.
Well, then how do you get back to the spaceship?
It was another stage of that ship.
Okay.
So you land with the moon lander, right? And you land on those legs. And then the other part has a booster pointed towards the moon lander that shoots up, that shoots the rocket in the opposite direction.
Back to the ship?
Back to, yeah.
And then
And if that's the case, go ahead.
How do you dock on, how does that dock into the ship?
Well, that coupling is the same coupling that undocked from the other part.
I understand that, but like, how does, so all right, let's look. There's a rocket ship, right?
I'm going to get one of these that shows all of the parts of the Saturn V that went to the moon.
Okay. So there's a rocket ship, right?
They have them. Yeah.
This breaks off, right?
Yeah.
And it lands. This is the part that we need to get back to get back to Earth.
Yeah.
Right? So this lands over here, right? And then that has another piece that shoots back up.
Yeah.
Right? This thing that shoots back up, how does it magically connect to here?
Because it has a coupling. It has a.
So you have to drive.
Yeah, but
and
so like
dock it?
so here's if this is the whole ship, right?
Yeah.
Right here, there's a coupling that undocks, right?
Uh-huh.
And that whole portion goes down. Now that's at the back of the ship.
Yeah.
Right? That whole portion goes down. The front of the ship lands. Right?
Uh-huh.
And the back of the part that
has another shooting piece.
Has another shooting piece. So that piece never left. It's still there. That couples back to the.
I understand that, but so you're telling me this rocket shoots up and then you have to finagle it to then perfectly dock into this.
Just like, yeah. I mean, we had to. Yeah.
Okay.
Just like we dock at the ISS.
So you think we've been to the moon, Scotty?
I said that I can be persuaded.
So if that's the case, then for one, like, okay, why haven't we gone back? If we had the technology to do all that back then,
there's nothing there.
There's resources.
What
the dark side of the moon?
Resources.
What resources?
Like the materials and minerals on the moon, of the moon, could be resources that we use.
And is it at the time, was it worth setting up some sort of supply chain to get those resources there, or just fucking dig the shit out of the earth?
I mean, right now, it would be probably very much so in the best interest of the United States of America to be getting resources from the moon if there's resources on the moon.
I mean, right now, but
over the last 20 years, I would say.
Okay. And for the last 20 years, we've had a plan to go back to the moon.
But if we
Just hasn't been working out that way.
But if we already had a way to get to the moon, then why not just...
We didn't have a way to get those resources back here. I mean, the ship we're talking about is the size of like a 6-man tent.
So to that point, then about the radiation thing, then it's impossible that it would have went there and made it back through that radiation, even if you use like
belts.
Yeah, whatever radiation belt it would have had to go through.
There's holes. There's holes that you can traverse.
All right,
how do you traverse this? Yeah, this is a good topic. We should save this.
I don't know. How
this could be a conspiracy topic that we really have a deep dive in. And for the record, I really do think that we landed. I just think that all of the video recording and pictures were staged.
What I find really odd is that we can't land this, this like civilian rover. Like, we had the technology to be able to land people the first time on the moon safely. Nobody died, right? Safely, without computers that had more than like beep, boop, beep, that like less than a gig of RAM. Right? Less than a gig of RAM. I mean, mostly it was done by hand, but like there's still computers that help. But these idiots launched this multi-million-dollar, like, cost more than our trip in 1969, and they landed on its side. Come on, bro. Like, come on. In like 1960, what was it? 1969, 7, something like that. 1960 something. They can't land a freaking rover. It's wild. It's not even a rover. It's just like a
1969.
Yeah, 1969. Isn't that wild?
It is wild.
Wild if it actually happened, but
but it didn't happen. So.
seems like it's more like a lot of bullshit. Space race with Russia. Got to be the ones to beat them there. Got to say we did whatever. Like a second point. What I was going to spin off of that. I know I don't want to stay on this too long because it's off topic, but is because you mentioned the space show or whatever.
Yeah.
Is the Apollo? Was it Apollo? No. What's the one that the Challenger? Right.
Yeah.
So if you look into the Challenger explosion, and you look at that crew, there have been there's like an overwhelming amount of evidence that shows that those people are not actually dead. Like, they have twin brothers. Oh yeah. You don't know? You haven't heard anything about that?
No.
Yeah.
This is a good topic to talk about next week.
We'll talk about it next week.
Because we could, like, both of these things I think are the same, right? Like,
similar train of, whatever, because
space conspiracies.
I mean,
space-related conspiracies. Yeah. I mean, the Earth is flat, so there is no space.
When do we get past the ice wall?
I don't know. When he becomes an archaeologist after he becomes a billionaire, then we'll be able to find that out.
Hey, man, $1.7 billion, the Powerball.
It's 1.8.
Oh, it's 1.8 now. Oh, shit.
As soon as we're done, I'm going to go grab a couple.
It'll probably be like 1.9 before the end.
Oh, my God.
Let's see.
Just so, I don't know if you guys were aware of this, the Alien Earth show, though, is a prequel to, it's like 2 years before the events that happened in the 1979 Alien, the first film. So
it does, okay, it sounded like it was tie into it.
Before the first film.
The first Alien, before Alien and Predator,
movie.
An Alien versus Predator, and then Alien Hunt, and then Predator Hunt. And
it's 2120, and the original Alien was 2122.
In that series, or in that whatever you want to call that
Alien
universe,
Covenant was before. What'd you say?
wasn't there a movie that, like, Alien franchise or Predator franchise, wasn't there a movie from earlier, like before that time?
Alien, what, before the show? Or before?
Yeah, like
the first-
before,
It's
like
coming out. The Badlands. Is that what you're talking about? Is it a movie that already came out, or that is coming out?
movie that are no, I'm saying, wasn't there a movie that already came out, part of the whole Alien Predator universe, that was before what the original Alien was?
Well, there's Alien versus Predator, and that was like, I thought that was like in the early 1900s or something, mid 1900s. Oh no, the movie was late 1900s.
But okay, so
So that'd be the first
this
time
is,
Alien was on Earth, I guess. That's the first encounter of Alien on Earth.
Hmm.
I don't know.
I'm trying to see if I can get a full universe timeline. Prey is in 2020. Was released 2022. That it was year 1719. Predator was released in 1987. Year 1987. Predator 2, 1990. Year 1997. Alien vs. Predator 2004. Year 2004. Alien vs. Predator Requiem 2007. Year 2004. Immediately after Alien vs. Predator. Predators came out in 2010. Early 21st century. Exact year unspecified. The Predator that came out in 2018 was 2018. Prometheus was 2012, and that was year 2089 to 2093. Alien Covenant was 2017, year 2104. Alien 1979 was 2122. Alien Romulus 2024 is 20 years after Alien. Aliens 1986 was 2179. Alien 3 is 1992. That's 2179. Immediately follows Aliens. Alien Resurrection is 1997, and that came out 2379. But
okay.
maybe I have to, like,
You're going to have to watch them all again.
I don't want to spoil anything for you guys if you guys don't want me to, but, like, I have a question on this because it doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not gonna say anything. I'll wait. Are you guys gonna watch the show?
I don't know.
I don't know. Say it.
Episode 2, the spaceship with all of the stuff crashes back into Earth.
With all of the stuff.
With all of the stuff.
The stuff.
So the
Care to elaborate on the stuff?
The alien.
You mean with all the species?
With all the species.
Okay.
So an alien is on Earth.
Right.
So 2122, I'm trying to, like, I thought, like, they encountered something and got something, and that's how this alien got into the ship. But the alien was already on Earth in this show. So that doesn't make any sense to me. You see what I'm saying?
You're going to have to watch it again, bro. Maybe you were passing out while you were watching it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a different Earth.
You like doing that?
Maybe it's a different Earth.
Well, I don't know.
Different Earth.
But I watched Hunting Wives, the first 2 episodes of Hunting Wives.
I think we're on the same
I
page.
don't know
then.
how, like, I think you spent like 5 minutes talking about this whole bathroom scene where she, like, stuffs some toilet paper in there for whatever. And, like, bro, that was like 2 seconds in the show. And I'm like, but for the majority of it, it's like this chick, this lead character, has the hots for this Boston girl. And turns out her husband's got the hots for the Boston girl too, but she's married. And she got some problems. But they both have
a lot of issues.
They both have some problems. But Magda got mad at me because she was like, I wanted to watch that with you. And I was like, all right. So I stopped watching.
Oh,
so
no.
like halfway through episode 2.
So you have to let her catch up, and then you guys will watch it together.
Well, I'll watch the first episode with her again. I only watched through like the middle of episode 2. So but I won't get into that for a couple weeks.
I spent
And it
a
seems
long
like-
time about this whole tampon scene.
We'll see. We'll check it after we're
Yeah.
done recording.
Rewind.
and then yeah, so I think it's decent, but it fell off the charts. It was like a 1 week hit, and then
Because I think most
That's all.
people binged it immediately.
yeah.
And that's what, like, when we had that conversation on, like,
That's the problem with it, like putting out the whole series all at once instead of releasing it once a week.
before I go into this thing that I saw on Netflix, I will give a little plug. I think, Muhammad, can you look up Task TV show HBO release date?
I think it's out now.
I thought it started next Sunday, but maybe I'm wrong.
Hold on. Maybe
This
I'm
is
wrong
what I'm
too,
looking
'cause
forward
I saw
to
it when I
from
was just looking before.
From HBO, so this will be
September 7th. Yeah, it's out. Tomorrow.
tomorrow, so it'll be Sundays. Perfect. So that's something I'm looking forward to. That should be a fun watch. HBO typically hits the nail on the head when it comes to these kind of shows. But
I don't know though. HBO Duster.
don't talk to me about this, bro.
You mean Taskmaster?
No, Task.
No,
TAS.
Task.
Oh,
Um,
ChatGPT doesn't know about it yet.
It's a mini series.
based in Philadelphia area,
Ooh.
so it'll be fun.
With a bunch of fake cops and Mark Ruffalo.
Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo, like Buffalo, but with the
Like
R.
Buffalo. With an R.
So, did any one of you guys ever experience a level of bullying?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of it.
No, I was never bullied.
Okay.
I
It's-
jumped from
it's-
I
it-
jumped from school to school to school to school when I was a kid, so I was always the outcast. And then I fit
I
in
was
with the
bullied.
outcasts. What was
I was
that?
bullied quite a bit.
Muhammad bullied me when we were in school.
No way.
No way.
No way, no how.
No way, no how.
Not
my chair,
possible.
not my problem.
That's what I say.
Fiddleisk.
What happens if you found out that your bully was your mom?
My mom bullied me.
Well,
okay.
fair.
I don't know
Fair.
what's the question here.
So I told you guys, right? And spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen it yet. Sorry,
You're talking
guys.
about like your mom paid somebody to bully you?
Here's this documentary.
Oh, the show.
Here's the documentary that I stumbled across. So, some days when I'm working at home and I'm doing emails, I need to have something in the background playing. So I'll play a documentary. Last week was Jussie Smollett.
Oh, that's why.
Waste
Okay.
of time. This time it's called Unknown Number, the high school catfish.
Oh, I think I just saw this come up on my feed.
So there's a girl named Lauren and a guy named Owen, and they're both 13. And they start dating. And, they start doing everything together. And both parents are taking this very... Because it's a small town, right? So, like, this is their first boyfriend and girlfriend. Like, they're sort of allowing this to happen and just monitoring it, right? Shortly after they start dating, starting in October of 2020, and then it was paused shortly, and then it escalated in September of 2021 until police uncovered the truth in late 2022. They received up to 50 text messages a day for over 15 months.
Wow.
From some random number, and they couldn't trace it. And they were saying some things like, the girl Lauren was getting text messages like, "Hey Lauren, Owen is breaking up with you." And then it caused like a rift between them and like just trying to figure it out. And this is their first boyfriend and girlfriend. So how do they manage this? And it just keeps going and going and going. And finally, like, Owen's like, we just should break up. We'll break up. So they both agree to break up, and they think that that's going to solve it. But it didn't. So we're talking about like they're sending text messages about what happened at a basketball game, right? Like scores, who scored the last, like all of these different things. So then these kids start trying to figure out who it is, and then like, is it this girl, this girl? So it's creating this web of drama, right? Like it's this girl, and then this person gets, so it's just crazy. Then he starts dating a girl from a different town, right? And somehow, some way, a picture gets taken between the two of them, and shortly thereafter, that girl's mom starts getting text messages from this random person. And it goes like, he wants sex and blowjobs, making out with you and your flat ass. It's not what he wants. Like crazy, like just cyberbullying to the 10th extreme with like stalking and lewdness, right? Because like they're 13-year-old kids in a small town, talking about like he wants fingers inside. He wants to put fingers inside of you, and like a whole bunch of just crazy talk. Well, cops, small town, can't figure it out. Parents are getting fed up. The kid, Owen, is a basketball player, is starting to like have issues where he's having anger problems because like nothing he can do. He just wants to be left alone. Like he wants to be able to live his life, and he's just getting these text messages. New girlfriend, text messages, like in a different town. So like, what is happening? Well, the FBI get involved, and the FBI then do like this backward analysis and see where like these spoofing, like they get a warrant for the spoofing, because like they're spoofing the number, right? So like it's not their number, so they get a warrant for like the company who spoofs the number, and then that uncovers this, and then that uncovers this, and then they find a number that is pretty consistent with everything that's going on. So then they find out whose number that is. That number is, Lauren starts getting text messages like, you should commit suicide. Those kind of things, right? Like,
I was wondering how the FBI got involved. I was like, just because, I don't know, but.
Well, then also think about it like from like a perspective of like, it's cyberbullying, it's stalking.
Does the FBI typically get involved in cyberbullying?
I don't know.
Depending on the case, I guess.
That's expensive.
So then they track this number, and then they go to the house of whose number this is. And whose number this is happens to be Lauren's mom.
Oh, it's the girl's mom, not the kid's mom.
The girl's mom.
Wow.
And then, like,
I'm so fucking confused though, because
Plot
why is she going after dude when he's finding new girls? Like,
bro, this the mom.
Wait, but she is telling her own daughter to
commit suicide. Text her own daughter to commit suicide. And in the documentary, she goes, her and I had a really good relationship. I knew that she wasn't going to do that.
Is she in jail right now?
No, she's out. She already did her time. Like she
how much time did she get?
So
5 years?
She was sentenced somewhere between 19 months and 5 years in prison, or 5 years in prison, but she was released on parole in August of 2024. Charges, she pleaded guilty in 2023. So a year and change, let's just call it.
Wow.
Or less, somewhere between 6 months to a year and a half.
Do you think that's a justified sentence? Or do you think that's a...
I mean, I think more damage, well, I don't know about that, but...
Listen, I don't necessarily...
Damage was definitely done to that kid for her not being there for her child. but also she was causing a lot of damage herself.
Well, does she have a dad?
Well, so I'll get into that story in a little bit. But, like, to your question, I thought about this, right? Because, like, it's a mom talking about sexually explicit activity, but she never once tried to elicit, like, the sexual activity to her, right? So I was trying to think, like, maybe there should have been some sort of, like, rape charges, but I don't know if that could have, because nothing ever transpired, or
Well, what were her charges?
acts to. She pleaded guilty to 2 counts of stalking and minor, two counts of stalking a minor via computer. That's it.
Yeah, but what was she initially arrested for?
I don't.
What was her name?
Kendra, Laselli. Like, if you just type in Kendra, unknown number, catfish, whatever, it probably should come right up. But, so she was married. It was her daughter, and her husband. And her husband thinks she's going to work. That chick was fired from both her jobs.
Oh, no.
Not working, just at home, text messaging. She then said that she didn't start these text messages. Like, the bullying started somewhere else, and then she got brought in. Like, she didn't, like, she just said that she got involved and started doing it herself, and then it got escalated. She was like, you know, people do illegal things all the time and don't get caught. She literally said this. She said, how many people have probably drove in their lifetime? Like, they do illegal things all the time and don't get caught. And I'm like, what does that have to do with you telling your daughter to commit suicide? Or, like, and then he was like,
She did have a dad.
Yeah, I said that.
Oh, okay.
The dad and the, like, they had the police cam video of, like, when she's having conversations, and, like, the cop tells the daughter, like, it was your mom that did this, right? And, like, you see the daughter's face, and then the husband is called because they need him there to make sure nothing happens in the house when they leave, right? And that's what they said. So they brought him in, and then they start telling him everything. And then he finds out that, hey, his wife has been doing all of these text messages. B, text messages to his daughter nonetheless. C, that she hasn't been working and doesn't have a job. So he just says, like, you need to call your parents and you can't stay here. You need to get picked up.
Okay.
And
fair.
Like, he was like, if the cops leave and you and I are in here, I don't think it's going to end well for anybody. You need to get going. Like flat out in front of the cops. I don't know how he kept pretty cool. Like, that's for everything that's transpired. Like, I would have been flipping. And, like, she would have had to leave. Like, her parents came to pick her up and take her out. Like, wild. And she blamed it on mental illness.
I just thought about something.
She blamed it on past trauma.
Yeah, mental illness.
Sorry.
She got sexually assaulted when she was 17.
Oh, okay.
But that's.
I mean,
that's
I learned that there's no there is no statute of limitations for like if there's something that happens in a school, or if you get like sexually assaulted or molested in a school, that there is no statute of limitations on it because of like repressed feelings, repressed emotions, or whatever from it happening whenever it was, could come up at any time in your future. So there isn't really a statute of limitations on something having happened however long ago.
But that would have to be in a school setting, or like what happens if it's a teacher and they're doing it outside of school?
I think it's still the same.
School
I think it's still the
related.
same situation.
Really?
Yeah. But that was unrelated to what I was going to bring up. I just thought about something. You asked me character from that movie. So the 2 guys that showed up at the doorway caught stealing, the two Russian guys,
and the other guy.
Yeah, the shorter one of the 2.
Yeah, he's
Bro,
hilarious.
He was hilarious.
Yeah, he was.
And just so out there. He was like using his head like a bowling ball. Like, what was he doing?
Yeah.
Tony, you
That
gotta
was
watch
like
it.
a
It's fun. It's
specialty.
funny.
That was like a specialty.
It
Didn't I
was
say
like he
something
was just,
last week when I talked about it that these guys they're like cartoon characters, like live action cartoon characters? Yeah. Man, it's
like
hilarious.
it just plus like the ball game singing and like it was just it was fucking hilarious. All right, I just thought about it because I was meaning to say something about it and it just dawned on me and I had to tell you.
No, it's
So, but listen to these original charges, and I want to talk about two of these charges because I think it's weird that this is an extra charge that can be tacked on. 2 counts of stalking a minor, right? That's the one she got guilty for, right? 2 counts of using a computer to commit a crime.
what?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 counts of using a telecommunications device to commit a crime.
Okay.
Oh yeah. They're just throwing it all at you.
How can you even commit a crime these days without using a telecommunications device or a computer? Why is that a thing? Like, oh yeah, well if you use a phone in your committing of a crime, we're going to tack some time onto it.
Well, it's
And one more, obstruction of justice.
I think. Go ahead. Sorry.
to me, it's our judicial system and where we stand. Like, you hear constantly people get put on like 15 different charges so that way they have a better probability of having something
Yeah.
stick.
Yeah.
So you put all of these charges, anything that you can possibly charge somebody with, so that way you can get somebody to be guilty of something.
I'm not sure that that's really the play. I think it's more so the play of like stacking up time to make it easier to get a guilty plea.
Stacking
Right.
up time. What do you mean?
So originally, she was facing up to 20 years in prison. So, do you want to go in front of the judge and get guilty
talking about
and
plea
spend
deals.
20 years? I mean, we know you did it. Or do you want to spend 18 months? How is stacking communications for a crime, computer for a crime, and obstruction of justice, right? Because she probably got interviewed and she probably lied
Yeah, but
to
we're
them.
saying the same thing, the same exact thing, just differently. Because
No.
you're stacking the charges
you're
so that way
saying-
you can get somebody to be guilty.
Yeah, but if
that's
she didn't
getting
commit the
somebody to
crime,
be guilty.
if she didn't commit the crime, all of that shit falls off.
Yes, Scott, but if you like you just said, if you put all of these charges on someone, either A, you can get somebody to be guilty in the court of law, get something to stick in the court of law, or B, throw some crazy football number out there to them, so that way when you offer them a plea deal, they're more likely to just take it.
Yeah, well,
Isn't it called framing?
I don't think 1 and 2 are the same. I wouldn't correlate those two as saying.
You guys
same
are both
thing,
saying very similar things.
but-
Just in a different way.
I think it's more so a scare tactic. It's
But
like,
a scare
Yeah, like you
tactic
said. So, like
a
for example,
scare tactic to get somebody to
But
be
like-
guilty.
yeah, but well, for them to
plea deal.
honestly, see, the thing is, like, I think strong arming people into pleading guilty, it should be unconstitutional. Like, I mean, I get it. It probably saves our system money and time and all this other stuff. But at the same time, like, you're supposed to have due process. And when you put somebody in a corner like that, you minimize the chance that they'll actually take their right to due process. Right?
Well,
so, like,
At the same time,
I mean, like,
they're not like trumped up. They're not fake charges. I mean, she committed
they're
a crime
not-
with a computer.
but why is that even a charge? Is my
Well, because
point.
I could walk up and stab you, and that's not committing a crime with a computer. I could walk up and stab you. That's not
what
committing
if
a crime with the phone.
What if I looked you up on Snapchat to find your location so that I could stab you? Now I get extra time because I looked you up instead of like
Yeah.
instead of stalking you and following you around to find where your location is.
Well, stalking is stalking.
Well,
could be
stalking
internet
is a
stalking.
separate thing. So stalking is a separate thing, but I just don't understand if you use like if you hack into somebody's stuff, right, on your computer, you're going to get hit with a hacking charge and you're going to get hit with a computer for a crime.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand. I don't get it. That's
I get what you're saying.
like
I get
that's
what
the-
you're saying.
That's the crime.
I understand what you're saying, but like,
I don't know why. I don't know why that's an extra thing. Like if you're committing a crime, that's part of the crime that you've committed. So now let's just tack on some more years because you included a computer. Who's getting hurt by you using a computer?
well,
Like you committing the crime, whatever that crime is, the stalking of the minor, that is who got hurt. Like you using the computer, like okay. I mean, if you run somebody over with your car, it's manslaughter. It's not
Man's laughter?
man's laughter. Is there like? I mean, I bet you there's a charge for using a vehicle to commit a crime. Like really?
Yeah.
It's
There is.
I think that's stupid. I think it's vehicular manslaughter. And you're going to throw on using a vehicle to commit a crime? Well, it's called vehicular manslaughter.
yeah, I can see
I
your
don't
point.
understand.
I understand your point. Oh, here's the exact quote. He wants sex, BJ's, and making out. He doesn't want your stank ass. His dick and fingers, my pussy and mouth.
Wow.
What rhymes with Bill, yourself now, bitch. His life would be better if you were dead. Her mom is texting this to her.
That's wild.
Where are we living at? Like,
I don't know. Apparently she
Was
said
that in Pennsylvania?
no.
No.
It was in New Jersey.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was in New Jersey.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised.
Where was it? Let's see.
It was some
Was it in
podunk town.
Florida?
Well, there's podunk towns in New Jersey and in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, well,
It was probably Florida, if I had to guess.
no, I think it's like,
Michigan.
yeah.
Wow, okay.
Well, people get bored in Michigan. There's not much to do around there, especially in the winter.
Beale City, Michigan. Wow. Interesting.
So, yeah, I mean, listen, if you want a quick hour and change documentary watch that will leave you like, how did this even exist? Have at it. I think we pretty much covered it. But I don't know.
She was into IT, by the way.
I know she was into IT. I also know that
Weird people in IT.
from what we know is Lauren is now estranged from her mom. Owen graduated high school in 2025 and plays college basketball. And Kendra lives quietly under parole conditions. That's the takeaways from.
I'd be pretty quiet too.
Yeah.
Thanks for closing that up for us.
In headline news, one of the quickest court cases in history probably happened. Started August 25th, ended September 2nd. Cardi B not guilty.
Not guilty?
Not guilty.
What did she even do?
So
Or allegedly do, or not do now?
she was in
Assault.
a hospital or something. I don't know exactly where. That's my bad.
Cardi B.
And she was pregnant at the time, and there was a security guard, and something happened, and the security guard alleged that an altercation took place, and Cardi B scratched her across the face 3 inches deep with her nails.
3 inches deep.
Something
She
like
got
that.
some big nails.
She does have big nails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I know both of you know Cardi B. She is
Wait, who's that?
Who is that?
very, very outgoing and very, very vocal and very, very charismatic. And
I'd argue that last point, but
What was the reason?
charismatic, I don't know.
what is
She wouldn't be able to convince me to do shit.
what is the definition of charismatic?
Charisma, influential, I don't know, like able to schmooze her way into things.
You don't think she could do that?
I don't think she could schmooze me.
What were you gonna give a definition?
There are thoughts going through your head. You're like, dang, I could really take this a number of ways.
Yeah.
Exercising compelling charm which inspires devotion to others, relating to charismatic movement, It doesn't give a really good definition. Let me see what Merriam-Webster says.
A
Charismatic.
compelling charm, which inspires
A person who
devotion in
specific-
others. That's
A person who. Oh, he's got one. Sorry.
no, that's the one you said. Exercising a compelling charm, which inspires devotion in others. That's what
And
you said.
she
Yeah,
right?
has
a person-
following, right?
Who possesses special traits that attract, inspire, or fascinate other people.
So if she has a following, and there's a big group of people who follow her and like her, wouldn't that be considered charismatic?
I mean, I think there are singers, songwriters, rappers who are followed that are not charismatic. I can think of one pretty good one. Yay.
Oh no,
You think he's charismatic?
to his following.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I just
I mean,
I don't associate with his following.
one would say John Jones was charismatic. One would say Helter Skelter was charismatic. He had people that devoted and time to him. Like if you have a group of people that are following and like have your back and
So if you have a following, you're charismatic. That's your definition.
I don't. Just because you wouldn't follow that person doesn't mean they're not charismatic, is what I'm saying.
It just means you don't find them charismatic.
Okay.
Could
But
there
I guess,
be,
yeah, I mean, they wouldn't.
I mean, we're arguing semantics here, but I mean, could there be a sense where I find somebody to be charismatic that you don't find to be charismatic?
I mean, I guess so.
So I'm not saying that I would devote time to her. I'm saying that she's a very charismatic
Sounds
person.
like you're very devoted.
Oh yeah,
Yes, you watched her trial.
Cardi Hive.
You're
got
way
me.
too locked up with Cardi B to have a relationship with another
Dude,
woman.
it was hard to not see any of this. I'm shocked that you guys didn't see any of this. Her memes were all over the place because like in the courtroom they asked her like, so you had brown hair yesterday, now you have red hair and this like
she must be furious that day.
and she was like, yeah, they're wigs. But like they were questioning like what's real and what's not real. Like
that's not nice. So they were
But
like,
they're
well,
wigs.
how do we know
They're
she's a real
wigs.
person if she's wearing different wigs every day?
They're wigs.
but like
What the hell?
the way she came across, her eye rolls, her personality, like meme central all over everywhere.
All right.
So
Yeah, I don't know how I haven't seen anything.
yeah. Must have been living under rocks.
Guess I don't spend as much time on the socials.
I guess not. You know me,
My feed doesn't show Cardi B.
Cardi Hive, just nothing but Cardi post.
Yeah,
But-
my algorithm is built different.
Yeah.
I just find it interesting because like Cardi's supposed to be releasing an album in a couple weeks, and there has been
It's a perfect time for her to release an album.
a good rollout.
Pu-
She's probably expecting it to go a little longer. That's why it's releasing in a couple weeks.
Well,
Get that not guilty plea, and the album drops the next day.
Oh, she called off her peeps, by the way. She told them not to bother Miss Ellis or her family now that the judgment has been reached.
see, I
Said
would say it's
stand down.
charismatic.
I mean, yeah, the people follow her, so, people do the things that she needs to do, I guess.
It was an
think so.
obstetrics appointment.
I honestly think that like you guys have to see these pictures of her and her facial expressions in the courtroom to understand the memes. They also were asking her to sort of describe the security guard, and she was trying to say that the security guard was a big girl without saying that she was a big girl. And
they wanted her
without
to say
saying she was a
that.
big back bitch. Like she was like
See, that's the part that's not charismatic. Like, come on.
I mean, I didn't even see this woman. I have no idea what she looks like. But like, that's what I was getting at. And then she was just like, she looked like she was ready to secure down the building. It was like her response. So like, it's just funny, and that's what I found funny.
Okay.
I also found funny that she's been getting a lot of backlash from like not releasing an album for years. She released the one for her first album. It had really good success, and then she's sort of been like feature heavy. I know, she had a child, whatever. But
she did that, John, with J Balvin and Bad Bunny.
Yeah, but that's one song.
That
She
was a
hasn't released
single.
a project.
Yeah.
So like now you have this project that you're supposed to be coming out with, and she's released a couple of singles off of the album, and they haven't performed well. And one would look at this as, could this be rollout for her album?
Let's use the judicial system to roll it out. That security guard is getting paid on the back.
I mean,
end.
did Megan Fox use a rollout for that fake bullet wound that she had? Not Megan Fox, Meg Thee Stallion.
Oh, Meg Thee Stallion. Free my boy. What?
Tory.
Free Tory.
Free Tory Lanez.
Can't believe we haven't heard anymore about Tory Lanez.
Yeah, well,
Wild.
We'll see what happens. It looked like it was heading in the right direction for a little bit.
I know.
Then he got poked up, and then I think he got quiet.
Yeah.
I don't want to get poked up anymore.
Yeah.
But
they were like, if you stop this and serve your time, you won't get poked no more.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yes.
Cardi B. Yeah.
How we doing?
She's
time?
crazy.
I don't know. How we doing on time, Mo?
We're 1 hour and 30 minutes in.
All right. So I was listening to a podcast with Joe Rogan, and I forget the woman's name. She was talking about a book that she wrote called Murderland. And in this book, she starts talking about serial killers. And she's from the Northwest, and where Ted Bundy was from. And there have been a lot of serial killers in that area. And she was trying to figure out what could be the problem of this. Well, apparently lead poisoning causes anger issues and such. And I never, do you know what smeltering is? I've never even heard of this term.
Smelting?
Smelting
Smelting.
plants. Smelting plants.
Smelting plant?
Yeah, it's when they melt metals and stuff.
Uh-huh. They're not really common, I don't believe, anymore.
I've heard of smelting, but
in regards to how they were doing it, maybe I'm misspeaking. So let me explain how they were doing it. They were digging up all of these minerals and these things in Washington, and they were putting it into this smelting plant. And there were supposed to be filters to grab this metal,
Caroline Fraser.
And what do you know? Now all of these areas have extreme levels of pollution.
Lead.
Like there's these huge plumes in Washington still to this day, right? And these smelting plants knew that they were going to be killing people. And they estimated, right, what each kid's life was worth.
wow.
If they died. And they said $11 million. And they said, well, the net gain of us to continue business outweighs the cost of these kids' lives. So we're just going to continue to do business.
Wow.
But we've seen that in history, right? We've seen that with the opioid crisis. We've seen that in multiple points where...
Vaccines.
Dude, I was on an elevator. I don't know if I ever told you this story. I was on an elevator with a corporate lawyer. I was at a Hilton, right? And I don't know why this guy told me this story. Or maybe I heard this story from somebody. I don't know. It was so long ago. I don't remember if it was like a story, like I met this guy or heard the story about somebody meeting this guy. Anyway, he's on the elevator, corporate lawyer. I was at a Hilton. He was a Hilton lawyer. And I think it was Hilton. I don't know. Sorry, Hilton. You're getting the backlash for this. But he asked oh, you like the pool? And I'm like, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I like the pool. I think I was in swimming trunks or whatever.
You like dags?
And the
Like
guy
dags?
was like, And the guy was like, yeah, you like that there's not a fence around the pool? And I was like, yeah, I mean, I guess. I don't know. I thought that was a weird question. And he was like, Hilton decided that it would cost them $15 million per location to not put up the fences, but they just let kids drown in them, like instead. Like they quantified how much it would cost them in settlements for kids to drown in their pools versus putting up fences, and how much business they would lose by putting up fences because they couldn't make their pools beautiful. Isn't that's pretty wild, right?
That's
like
dark.
This is corporate America. This is what happens. They make these decisions. How much is it going to cost us?
At what cost, like, do we have to, as people, know that these aren't the right decisions? Like there needs to be a person in these companies that, like, I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care that it's going to cost us, I don't know.
I'm gonna break it down for you. I'm gonna blow your mind in a minute. So once you finish, I'm gonna just gonna blow your mind.
Let's just say that there are 5 million. Let's just say that there are 500 deaths. I don't know how many deaths in pools are there a year.
There weren't that many.
Right. So
obviously,
and then factor in hotel deaths in the pool per year. That number has to be fairly low.
Yeah.
Under 100.
Yeah.
So if we say that it's going to cost
4,500 people drown each year.
Okay, and
yeah,
then
but
how many
in
people
hotels?
drown in hotels?
It says there is no exact statistic for deaths solely in hotel swimming pools. But overall, over 4,500 people drown each year. So to your point, that would mean...
Can you see if out of the 4,500, what is the biggest percentage for deaths in an area? Because they may say oceans and lakes, right? Like, and if that's the case, what percentage?
No, I think he's saying 4,500 in pools.
Oh, in pools.
Is that what he said?
It says in recent years, hold on.
Not 4,500 people drowned, 4,500 people.
Okay, it says it reported an average of 358 fatal drownings annually in pools and spas between 2019 to 2021. Substantial portion happening in private residences rather than commercial locations like hotels. For all non-boating related drownings, figures from the CDC indicate over 3,500 people die each year. Largest percentage of child drowning deaths occur at private residences, not hotels.
Do we know the percentage of residents?
It does. Well, if you look at the number, it says 358 fatal drownings annually in pools and spas, and it's saying substantial portion happening at private locations. We could say that number is not that high for the sake of the argument.
Right.
So you have, let's just call it 50 deaths per year in a hotel, right? But it's going to cost us X amount of dollars. I don't care if there's a cost savings. I don't care. I don't care. And there has to be people and organizations that say we don't care.
Can I blow your mind now?
Yes.
So the biggest issue overall, and the biggest problem with the way capitalism has gone right now is capitalism is not bad. The issue is when you have publicly traded stocks that have boards that are beholden to shareholders and investors, it then becomes a completely different story than when it's a company that's working like a capitalistic company that's just focusing on pure capitalism, making money, providing a service, whatever. It's now you are beholden to the shareholders and the board. So it's no longer there being a person in the company that can make a decision like that because they are beholden to the board who is directly beholden to the shareholders because it's a publicly traded company. This is obviously only for publicly traded companies, but all of the ones that you mentioned, like the Hilton and all those other hotels and brands like that, those are all publicly traded companies which are beholden to investors. And to take it a step further, the issue isn't even so much the investors, it's the fact that those investors are large institutions like BlackRock, State Street, Bridgewater Associates, all those other, hedge funds or money fund, whatever you want to call them, are the ones that are having large stakes in these companies. and then potentially having members on the board and all that. So they're just looking at a dollars and cents perspective, and that's where they're quantifying this person's life is only worth 15 million or 11 million or whatever.
What the way to stop this from happening though is that should be illegal. I'm not talking about the deaths in pools. I'm talking about if we know that we're going to be doing something and it is illegal or it could cause death, and we can continue to do that, then everyone tied to that decision should be held accountable for deaths.
Yeah, but good luck making that a law across how many jurisdictions in the United States, right? Like, I mean, okay, but like one city could say, our code requires if you have a pool, you have to put a fence around it.
Not talking about that.
Okay.
Not we started with the smelting.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah,
and then we have opioids. We have all of these different things where we know that if we do this, there is probability of death. Or probability of...
Yeah, but I mean, that's the same thing as the pool, right? Like, we don't put a fence around it. There's probability somebody's going to drink, like, some kid's going to drink.
No, like that's
the probability is much lower,
no,
but at what point?
No. Like
if we say we're going to ruin the community's water...
Someone putting a fence around a pool to prevent someone from going into a pool is protection to guard against death. But the kid falling into a pool and drowning isn't the hotel's fault. But smelting metals and result to lead poisoning and killing a whole group of kids, that is someone's fault.
Right, that's permitting, that
is something completely different. So I don't want to have two separate arguments here, right? Because I hear your argument here about creating laws for this. Throw that argument out the window. We're talking about actual situations where if I am a business and I'm doing something as a business and we are made aware that continuing to do this is going to cause a significant harm to people, environment, whatever, then I have to reevaluate how to move forward before moving forward.
The reason why is because you're thinking about it in terms of civil and corporate. A business is an entity. You know, going after an entity, the most you can get out of it is money, and that's why it's looking at it that way. If it's like,
I understand that, I get that, but there's people making decisions in this to continue. If I'm in a room with individuals and they say, well, there's a chance that there's going to be a lot of deaths here, and these kids are going to fucking die. Let's call it like the school is really close to this plant, and the people going to the school, they're probably going to die, right? And if someone in that room then says, well, we make $100 million off of this plant a year, and if every single kid in the school died, it would only cost us $25 million. Our gains are too good here. We'll just keep moving forward. We'll pay out the death certificates. If someone's in that room and that happens, they should be held accountable for the deaths of the people. Because you're basically saying these lives don't matter. We can just pay it off. The money's more important.
All lives matter.
I believe there are laws already in place for stuff like that. The issue is the legal teams for those organizations, the loopholes, all sorts of stuff that like they can claim negligence or they can claim there's a specific term. I'm not sure, but it's basically like you just pass the buck on to the next person and someone that's no longer with the company. There's like all sorts of ways that they get around this stuff. So I don't think it's a matter of there not being laws to punish the people for it, because you can be held accountable for, like, for example, if I negligently allow a security setting at my job that allows them to then get hacked and they get shut down or whatever, I could be financially liable or held accountable for something potentially, like, as a result of that. So there are things in place for it. It's just when you get to these bigger companies, that's the thing. Like, they have massive legal teams.
Yeah, but also, like, so was it a school that was too close? That's why. What was the situation?
I gotta remember this correctly, but like essentially, there was carry on with legal talk, and I'll get my notes.
Well, I'm just gonna say, like, was this if the school was built after the smelting plant, then but like the city probably had to approve the smelting plant being built, right? So like they have a stake in this too.
Well, here's my thought on what Muhammad just said.
You know what they're burning up.
Well, they don't know what they're burning up. They don't know that this is going to cause
Those are questions I would be asking if I was on City Hall. What are you burning? What kind of toxins can come out of this? Is this going to get into the city water?
You said it's Washington?
Yeah.
Was it the American Smelting and Refining Company copper smelter in Ruston, Washington?
That sounds about right.
So there's a PubMed article on it. Childhood exposure, increased mortality rate.
Yeah, and they quantified
miles.
each of the kids' lives to be 3 million, so they decided to continue as normal.
Sheesh.
Or 11 million, I think it was.
11 million each?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, to your point, or to that point, there's a big upright. Well, there's actually a situation going on. I think it's in New Jersey. I'm not 100% sure, but there is it's a different town. It was like a different state, Virginia or whatever. There's a municipality that hid the fact that they were opening up a data center near a community, and they didn't do the proper environmental assessment for the impact of that data center from like the pollution aspect and the fact that it will require like thousands of gallons of water per
cooling.
hour for cooling and stuff. And then like there's different noise pollution and light pollution, all these other things. So it's just in a different area of like pollution and negative effects from just the bottom line being dollars and cents, because I think the town municipality or whatever was looking at it like, we're going to get XYZ dollars in tax, and whatever from this
People
company or this data center moving in here.
Yeah,
so
revenue.
sorry to whoever's got to live near that.
Dude, like,
I mean, that's what it is, right? That's what it is.
Like, I understand that we need to move
this
forward.
This is going to be a benefit to the. It's all about how you sell it. It's all about how you sell it.
Yeah, no. Yeah. I don't think I could ever get behind doing something like that.
It's very political.
And maybe that'll stunt me from ever becoming a CEO of a company, I guess. But I can't see putting lives and an environment above and quantifying it and saying this is going to generate more money, even though there's all going to be there could be this harm. The money that this is going to generate will offset whatever fees that we're going to have to pay or lawsuits, and that to me is wild.
I mean, then you're like 100% against the pharma industry.
Why?
Well, they literally set aside cash for lawsuits against, because they don't know all of the side effects that are going to come from all of the drugs they put out. Like they do what's required to see what they are, but they don't know, right? They don't know for a fact this is what's going to happen. But so for any side effect that they don't list, they set cash away, contingency cash.
That's a little bit different because
I mean, I guess
don't know.
They don't know. Yeah.
Harm.
All right.
But like if all right, for instance, like if they had a drug and they tested on, I don't know, they tested on monkeys still or whatever, but like if they tested on these monkeys and the monkeys die, but like
that's not going to market.
Out of 100 monkeys, out of 100 monkeys, 25% of them die, and
then they still send it out.
Yeah, and they still send it out. Like, we have a fucking problem here, Houston.
So you're saying like cigarette companies did a study. They found out it increases the chances of lung cancer, and then they hit it. Right?
Yes.
Like you're talking about that kind of
shit, 100%.
Mm.
Like you shouldn't be able to. And one of these people that had these smeltering plants,
I don't know, like,
were the Rockefellers.
is that different? Is it different than like, so for instance, in construction, right? People die in construction, right? If we construct things, people will die. That's going to happen.
That's part of. That's like becoming a cop. Like I could be shot.
Occupational hazard.
Yeah, occupational hazard. That's what I was looking for. I could be shot here, or
residential
even better,
hazard.
like
Don't live near the
Justin's
smelter.
dad was part of the Boilermakers Union, right? Like that is a dangerous job, right? But like you know what you're getting into. Like people are misled in these kind of situations where, oh, we're just melting down some metals. It'll be fine. Meanwhile, they have to do a $2 billion rip out of all of, and this is happening in Washington, or happened already, $2 billion cleanup where they had to rip out all of the soil and re-soil it because it was completely contaminated with arsenic.
Was this place still in operation recently?
I don't think it's still in operation, but like,
bro, you can go up to like what is that city called? It's Palmerton, and you can
Pennsylvania?
You can see entire mountains. The side of the mountain's got nothing growing on it. Yep, mill was there or whatever was there, foundry. The entire mountain, there's no vegetation on the entire side of the mountain.
It's a borough in Carbon County, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Where is this?
Carbon
name.
County.
Carbon County, Pennsylvania.
Palmerton
is in Palmerton is in Carbon County, Pennsylvania. Known for its industrial history involving zinc processing, which resulted in significant environmental cleanup effort as a Superfund site.
I mean, some of these people they didn't know sometimes.
But not knowing
what's crazy is like
the problem.
So like I used to work with this guy, and like he's a big lefty, like environmentalist, like one of them like old school kind of Democrats. You know what I mean? Like
tree hugger?
And he would talk about, like, he would ask me, he's like, don't you remember when the Schuylkill was like orange? And I was like, what?
When?
What are you talking about? And he's like, when I was a kid, we couldn't fish out of the streams. Like, you couldn't fish out of the streams, you couldn't fish out of the river because like everything was contaminated.
Yeah.
And like you didn't even want to go near it because it stank too.
Whoa.
Like, and I'm like, bro, I'm completely deprived of that experience. I don't know, like, and maybe I'm less of an environmentalist because I didn't have those experiences. But like these people who are older than us, right? Like, you know, 60s, the boomers, right? The late stage Gen Xers, before we actually started cleaning up the environment, they had these experiences and they were like, I know what bad looked like. This is way better, you know?
Right.
And like, you don't know. We don't know. And these
companies,
they might come along, then they're operating, and it's like, okay, well, we shut the doors or we keep running.
Well, if you're going to cause irreparable damage, you have to stop running. And that's the point I'm saying.
I would agree with that. Like on the ethical argument there, I would agree.
The problem is, through the course of time, we see that isn't the case. And then the question I have is like this. Rockefellers built their money on a bunch of different things, right? Was some of these smeltering plants being one of them,
all
right?
sorts of stuff.
So if a lot of the money is built on this, like, should they still be able to keep their businesses?
$11 million per kid.
What do you mean?
$11 million per kid.
That's the point.
That's the value.
That's why I'm saying, like,
there is a dollar value in your life.
Could America be saved again? Because these companies are so tied into the politics and who they're backing and where the money is coming from, that who, as a lawmaker or a politician, is going to go against it if I'm being funded by it. And that's where that's where a lot of this becomes troublesome. And the only way I can see us being able to correct a path forward is that Nancy Pelosi shouldn't be able to have a say in what's happening here, so that way she could reap profits in her stocks.
I think it's really hard to pin responsibility on somebody, though. Like, so I'll give you an example. I worked with this woman, and she was on jury duty in Philadelphia, and this guy, we worked in facilities management. I still work in facilities management to an extent. And this guy was asked to go do a job on some rafter, right? And the guy was like, I don't want to go on that rafter. I don't trust it. I think it's like, look, it looks degraded. It looks like I'm going to fall, right? And his manager was like, no, I need you to get this job done. Like, job needs to get done. You need to go on the rafter. Went on the rafter, fell. Permanently disabled, no more use of his legs, like from the legs down. And ultimately he won, right? And
won what? He can't fucking walk it out anymore.
He won the civil
I know.
case and got $9 million. Now after
it.
Court fees, he'll get $7 million, whatever.
So his legs were worth $7 million in their eyes.
I mean, the company's going to pay $9 million, right? Plus whatever court fees
$9 million.
they have to pay.
Sorry, $9 million.
But
they should
not even worth a kid.
Yeah.
What's that?
Not even worth the kid.
He's not even worth a kid.
Well, I mean, he's still alive.
I can't.
He's still alive.
Okay, good point.
That's pretty good.
And they probably, if the courts have some sort of schedule of like, a whole life is $15 million.
58-year-old man.
This guy's like, 45. He's middle aged, so he only gets half. You know what I mean? He's got only half his life left, right?
Same, but different.
Kids are worth a little more. They got more life left.
Okay.
Maybe.
More potential.
So, but anyway, I mean, who do you pin that on? Do you pin that on the manager?
Yeah.
Okay. Was it his choice to not maintain that rafter?
Well,
It was his choice to tell him to go against OSHA safety requirements to...
Are we saying it was against OSHA requirements? I don't know that to be true. I mean,
well,
yeah, I think if the person feels...
the pictures that it was rusted and stuff like that. So what, we hold that guy personally accountable? What if he brought that up to his bosses and said, we need to repair this rafter, and they kept saying no because they don't have the money for it?
Then it's his bosses.
Okay, and what if they ask their bosses? Like, I mean, the buck can be passed.
I hear
That's what I was saying earlier.
Right?
That's kind of what I was getting at earlier.
Saying, but this is a little bit something different. Like we're coming up with these scenarios.
You're talking about the CEO probably had this information. It's going to kill kids. How much is it going to cost us? All right, well, we're going to keep going. I mean, the buck ultimately stops at the CEO, but what are we going to do? Arrest the CEO every time a company causes a fatality?
It's not causes a fatality. It's saying that there is a high probability of irreparable damage, and then coming up with a calculation of what that damage looks like and saying we're making more money, so it doesn't matter about the damages. The money is too good here. We're going to keep moving forward.
Yeah.
That situation that you're talking about is a guy, like, I would be surprised if that manager still has a job.
Probably not.
Right. That's the point. So, like, he was held accountable from a perspective of, like, well, you told him to go up there.
Well, he's the X-Man. That's easy, right?
Well, it's not easy.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's why they have management levels sometimes.
Well, here's where he messed up. Hey, my guy is voicing a concern. I'm going to push this up.
Absolutely. And that's what I would do in the case where I was the manager. I'd be like, oh, what am I, stupid? I'm going to put this guy's life at risk to do some job. Like, put some scaffolding up. Like, what? Like, some other way around it. And that's what people tell me. Oh, we can't get there. It's not safe. Oh, well, we'll erect some scaffolding. Whatever.
Get some kind of harnesses. Get some kind of security. Some kind of back.
That's
something.
The same
like,
shit that happened to me. Like, they cut a check for me.
Yeah, well, your check was not big enough, bro.
No, it wasn't.
Your check was not big enough.
No, listen. I got a decent settlement.
What was the settlement?
25.
$25 million?
No,
25,000.
25K.
Yeah, he better not be in the place that he's at. $25 million, right?
I tore my rotator cuff.
I
You don't know
would-
the story?
I wouldn't have taken 25.
So
I would have been
when-
100 at least.
I was also.
I only got 4,000 for mine.
I was also in a place of like
Well, you needed the money.
concern, right? Like I didn't necessarily
couldn't work.
need the money. Well,
Was it from Bendix?
So yeah, this is when I worked at Bendix. Sort of when you worked at Tulips. Put your tulips here. But I was on a cherry picker, so I worked at a plant where it was a bottling company for perfumes. Where some of the day I would go out and I would be putting shit away, and then some of the day I would be going and grabbing full pallets worth of stuff so that way they can do a complete run. And then there's other parts of the day where I was just getting small sample sizes of things for science purposes because they had a science lab there. So they would give me a sheet and I would go on a cherry picker and I would go to the box, take out a couple caps, take out a couple bottles, whatever it asked me for. So I was in and for those who don't know what a cherry picker is, it's one of those devices that look like it's like a scissor lift. It lifts up so that way I can stand in it and then grab something from a high shelf. So this particular one, I was grabbing something out of the highest shelf that was there and I was reaching in. At the same time, somebody was loading a pallet on the other side. They pushed that pallet in too far. The pallet that I was picking from came crashing down on me. So now I'm pinned. I'm all the way like 2-3 stories up, and I'm pinned underneath this pallet, and I'm screaming. Like they say I have a deep voice. There was nothing deep about my voice in this situation. I was screaming help to the drastically.
Yeah,
and then
you could have died.
I try. Well, like you're harnessed in, so like
Yeah, but if it kept going towards you,
oh no, like because like the blades are only it only gets to the
yeah,
very
but just
end.
the load could have crushed you.
Yes,
right?
fair.
I don't know. That would have been a bit. That would have yeah. That happened to me today, bro. Oh my god.
Today is a different story. I'm in a different situation now and I know a little bit better, but I was also when this happened, Ashley was pregnant with Lily. And like we were trying to get things started. So yeah. And the only reason why the only reason I went down this way is because so let me finish the story. I went to turn and I heard a pop. And I ended up tearing my rotator cuff. But they ended up coming with 2 forklifts on the side and like sort of grabbing the pallet. And then I just dropped down, but things were falling left and right. It was definitely a scary experience. But yes, Ashley was just pregnant with Lily. We were trying to get things started. Really just, I wasn't even thinking about suing them. I was just like, hey, I have a problem here. Like, I'm having trouble lifting my arm above my shoulder. Like, and then also the forklift, it wasn't like a driving forklift. It was a standing forklift with one of those hand knobs where you could turn. And just that motion, I had to use my left hand on a consistent basis because it would hurt. So they had me go to their doctor. Their doctor was shooting me with cortisone. And, they were like, it'll get better. They were giving me shock stims and this and that. And like 2 weeks were going by. It's still not working. It wasn't doing good. So I went to my own doctor and they were like, you have a torn rotator cuff. So then I had to get, because then they fired me and then I had to get a lawyer. So long story short, like.
I mean, cortisone is never a permanent fix for anything.
No, it's supposed to be anti-inflammation. They just thought I had a pinch. That's what they said. And other
company doctors.
In other CEO news, did you guys see the tennis match the other day?
Nope.
With the Polish CEO. So there was a
I watched the Yankee game.
Polish CEO of a company. I forget what they do, but
You forget what he did?
No. What his company does. But then there's this Polish tennis player, and he went up to get a tennis ball or something, and there's a kid getting his tennis ball signed, and the tennis player goes to hand the kid his hat, right? And it was there for not like a long time, but like the kid didn't grab it, and the guy just grabbed it and shoved it in his wife's bag, and like left, like, so fuck it, like it's cool, like whatever. And then later doubled down on it and was like, first come first serve, something along those lines. And he was receiving hella backlash online. Like if you go on LinkedIn and just scroll, he
tried to give his hat to some kid. The kid wasn't grabbing it. Some guy next to the kid grabbed it.
Yep.
And shoved it in his wife's thing.
Like
and he's like, whatever. Walked
Like,
away.
left-
So basically,
Walked
it
away.
looked
And
like
then they were
this.
like, hey, so, what were your thoughts when that guy stole the hat out of your hand? And he was like, well, first come, first serve.
No, not the kid.
No.
No.
Yeah, the tennis player.
No. Not the tennis player.
the millionaire.
The millionaire CEO was on like a podcast or like something where they were talking about it, and he was like, it's just first come, first serve. And then, so he doubled down on like, I
stealing the hat
took
from the
it,
kid.
it is what it is. And then came to terms, was like, hey, I was wrong. He sent the hat to the kid. The tennis player got in
He
contact
sent
with
a
the kid.
fake hat to the kid.
Probably a fake hat.
Yo, if I was that
Ha-
tennis player, I would have been like, all right, you get my hat. Here's my racket, kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, imagine I was like, yo, all right, fuck you, dude. Here's the racket now.
But yeah, so like he's receiving hella backlash online. And like, listen, if he didn't double down on like first come, first serve and say it like that, I would have just been like, you know how many times I've been to a baseball game?
Did he get fired yet?
I don't think. I think it's his company.
Oh,
You know how many
Company
times
name.
I've been
CEO of a
Brook.
one-man company.
I've been to.
So many CEOs out there on LinkedIn playing those games.
I want to say yeah. Pretty soon, I'm going to be able to call your bullshit, by the way, because they were supposed to create a leaderboard where I can see my connections.
I'm not playing it.
Times.
I'm not playing it.
Oh, yeah, now you're not
Excuse
playing
me.
anymore. I wonder why. Mr. In 13
He's
seconds.
a CEO of a Polish paving company.
Yeah.
Polish paving company.
So if he didn't double down on it, like I wanted to look at it from a perspective of like, you know how many times I've been to a baseball game? I've probably been to at least 50 baseball games in my life.
People steal the balls.
Well, no, like forget stealing the ball. Like if I like reached over and caught a ball in front of like a kid, like I think I probably would give the ball to the kid. But then I also think about it like, what would I also want to give the ball to my own kid, right?
Yeah.
And or I also think about it like, I've been to fucking 50 games, kid. Like this is my ball, right? like
Yeah.
sorry,
Like, fuck you, little man.
You go to 50 games, little man, and get your own ball, right? Like
I just saw a video of a Phillies game in Florida against
Yep.
the Marlins.
Yeah.
Where some guy came over and snatched the ball. Like this lady was scrambling for the ball, and some guy snatched the ball, and it looked like he snatched it at somebody's hand.
Oh no, like
Um,
it was like, so they were.
No, he got to it
loose,
first.
It was
and-
loose.
But it looked like he did.
No,
a
he got
little
to it first.
tug,
Yeah, no.
and
He
then
got
the
to it
lady.
first.
I don't know. I think the guy had. I think they might have both touched it at the same time, and he pulled. But
well, and that's
I
what
mean,
happens.
look, I don't really
Shampoo.
I don't really like Philly fans either, so there's that. But like, so they're both in the wrong. I'm trying to make it so that they're both in the wrong. Then they're both in the
Yeah,
wrong. But he gives the ball to his kid, right? And he
Yeah.
ran over from like 10 freaking seats away. She
Yeah.
was right there, and she went and argued with him, and then he gave the ball to the girl, and then I guess the Marlins sent
And the Phillies.
and the Phillies sent the kid some like gift
package.
care package, whatever, after the fact. But like, I don't know. I mean, like, we went to the Sixers game and they gave out, it was like free T-shirt day at the Sixers game.
Oh yeah, we gave them
And,
all the time.
and I gave the T-shirt to the kid because I was like, well, one, I don't wear a large.
Yeah, and we caught a lot, dude. We used to catch them
Really?
all the time.
Yeah.
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 You don't wear a large?
No, I don't wear a large.
Now you're getting close to.
I might be able to wear an extra large now.
You're in
But
a
I got like
2X?
another, 25 pounds before I can wear the other ones.
All right.
Large.
You're getting there.
Yeah. I mean, the 2Xs are getting big on me. 2Xs are getting big on me. But yeah.
Good stuff.
All right. Well, thanks for listening. Please like, subscribe, follow, comment. Let us know what we're doing. And look forward to chatting with you.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Cheers.
See you next time.